Assalamualaikum student, welcome to the classes of Sufa English High School. This is continuing of history chapter number 9. So let's start with the new paragraph. Some of the Satavahana coins carry images of ships. The cave sculptures at Ajanta, Nasik, Karla, Bhaje, Kaneri, Junhar in Maharashtra were carved during the Satavahana period. Now, in this paragraph, it is explained the cave sculpture at Ajanta, Nasik, Karla, Bhaje, Kaneri, and Junhar were carved during the Satavahana period, and the images of ships also curved on coins. Now go to the next paragraph 9.3, the Vakataka dynasty. The power of the Satavahana began to weaken by the 3rd century CE. Among the dynasties that emerged after that, the Vakataka was a powerful dynasty. It was founded by the king Vidya Shakti. He was succeeded by Pravarsan first. After his death, the kingdom of Vakatakas got divided. There were two main branches. The capital of the first was as Nandivardhan near Nagpur, and the capital of other branch was at Vatsagulm, which is today's Washim. Pravarsan first, son of Vindhya Shakti, extended the Vakataka kingdom in the north up to the Malwa and Gujarat, and in the south up to Kolhapur. At that time, Kolhapur was known as Kuntal. We have read that the Gupta Emperor Chandragupta II had married his daughter Prabhavati to Rudra Sen II. The Vakataka king Varadev, a minister of the Vakataka king Hari Sen, was a follower of Buddhism. Cave number 16 at Ajanta was dug at his instance. Some other caves at Ajanta were dug and beautified with painting during Hari Sinha's reign. The Vakataka king Pravarsan II composed Setubandh in Maharashtri Prakrit language. Similarly, Kalidasa Meghdut also belongs to this period. Now in this paragraph it is explained that King Vidya Shakti founded the Vakataka dynasty. He was succeeded by Pravarsan first, who expanded the Vakataka kingdom. The Vakataka kingdom was divided into two branches after the death of Pravarsan first. Nandivardhan, Nagpur, and Vatsagulm, Washim were their respective capitals. Varadev, a minister of Vakataka king Hari Sen, commissioned cave number 16 and some other caves at Ajanta. Pravarsan II composed Setubandh in the Maharashtri Prakrit language. Meghdut of Kalidasa belonged to this period. Now, here is the some pictures are given on this page. This is Satavahana's coin with a ship's image. The Chaitanya Graha at Karla. And a cave at Ajanta. It's a cave at Ajanta. Cave means gufa. And the Bodhisattva Padmapani Ajanta. It's a painting. Okay, student. Now go to the next page. Page number 45. Now go to the next paragraph. The 9.4, the Chalukya dynasty. The Chalukya dynasty in Karnataka was a powerful one. The kingdom of Kadamba Kalachuri had become powerful after the decline of the Vakatakas, but the Chalukya kings established their dominance over all of them. Pulakeshi first established the rule of Chalukya dynasty in the 6th century CE. His capital was Badami, which was earlier called Vatapi. The Chalukya king Pulakeshi II had successfully repulsed Emperor Harshvardhan's invasion. The famous temples at Badami, Aihole, and Pattadakal were built during the Chalukya period. Now, in this paragraph, Pulakeshi first established the rule of Chalukya dynasty in the 6th century AD in Karnataka. Vatpat Badami was his capital. Pulakeshi's second repulsed invention of Harshvardhan. The famous temples at Badami, Aihole, and the Pattadakal were built during the Chalukya period. Now, this is the picture given by this spread the temple at Pattadakal. This is the temple of Pattadakal, and now this the Ratha or carrier temples as Mahabalipuram. These all two famous temples of that period. Now go to the next page. Tamil Nadu was their capital. Mahendravarman was an able Pallava ruler. He was expanded the Pallava kingdom. He was also a playwright. His son Narasimhavarman repulsed the attack on his kingdom by the Chalukya king. Pulakeshi II, the famous Ratha temples of Mahabalipuram was sculpted during his reign. These temples have been sculpted in single rock. The Pallava had a powerful and well-equipped navy. During this period, India came in close contact with the countries of Southeast Asia. Internal and foreign trade flourished. Yuan Cheng had visited Kanchi and recorded that people of all regions received tolerant and just treatment under the rule of the Pallava kings. Now, Mahendravarman was an able ruler to expanded Pallava kingdoms. Kanchipuram was his capital. Narasimhavarman repulsed the invention of Pulakeshi II. The famous Ratha temple of Mahabalipuram were sculpted during his reign. The Pallava had a powerful and well-equipped navy. India established contact with Southeast Asia. Internal and external trade flourished. Yuan Cheng has visited Kanchi and recorded that people of all religions received just treatment from Pallava rulers. Now go to the next paragraph. 9.6. The Rashtrakuta dynasty. At the height of their power, the dominion of the Rashtrakuta dynasty extended from the Vindhya mountains up to Kanyakumari in the south. Their power was first established in Maharashtra by King Dantidurga. Krishna Raja first had the famous Kailash temple carved at Ellora. Up to now, we have learned about the different dynasties that ruled ancient India. In the next lesson, we will review the social and cultural life in ancient India. Now, in this paragraph, Rashtrakuta dynasty, it is explained that King Dantidurga Krishna established the rule of the Rashtrakutas in Maharashtra. Their rule extended from Vindhya mountains in the north to Kanyakumari in south. The famous Kailash temple of Ellora was carved during the reign of Krishna Raja first. Up to now, we have learned about different dynasties. In this lesson ruled ancient India. In the next lesson, we will revive the social and cultural life in ancient India. Now, this is the Kailash temple. Pictures is given here. It is situated in Verul. Verul is a name of a country. So, student, I hope you all understood this. Here we completed this lesson. So, take care and thank you.